By the grace of God, she's back. You know,
Hi,
it's
Jude.
always a privilege. Always. How have you been?
I missed you.
No, you haven't. Don't lie to me. I'll hug you because the cameras are here.
Oh, wow. So if the cameras were here, you wouldn't have hugged me.
Because you're lying to me, guys.
How am I lying?
You've not missed me.
I missed
No, you've not
you.
missed-
I told you this last week when we spoke.
When
via
somebody,
Zoom.
no, yeah, when somebody misses someone, you can tell. Anyway, you're looking resplendent.
Thank you. And so are you. How have you been? How's the
I'm
show?
thriving by
You're
the grace
thriving.
of God. Yeah, the way you left me, no, the same.
The same way I came back to me. That's like a literal translation.
yeah.
Say no, si jam ho ko ye no. And no na me dia
I said,
to me.
oh, Jude, my package to be na me freezer ma. Or
Tuobi.
the share batampo na me huna men daho. Zero.
This
no
year,
explain.
this year,
No explain.
I don't know. So so when Korea came, the share butter
prices,
prices,
oh, Charlie. Why are they doing that anyway?
the share butter prices,
Expensive.
me am crashing me. Me am crashing
I
me.
could have bought me fugu. Now that you're doing fugu Wednesday.
Me see,
You didn't
all
try.
of those
You
things,
know.
the prices have
No, hey, so we'll go to the price of
I
God.
swear, ask anybody who went
I don't
with
believe-
us.
I saw so many beautiful things on Bulgar with
Yes, Bulgari Day, yes.
You didn't buy me a fan. Send me a hit no.
Now,
so
what
that
the fun here, they?
I'm sat in the traffic recently.
But your car has air conditioning,
Oh,
Jaisa.
right now because of Israel, US, you are reducing the fuel thing. So you
They've
have to
increased
be-
the prices, which have
Yeah, by Monday.
starting 16th.
This Monday, right?
Yeah, 16th is
we'll
Monday.
be fine. You know,
I'm
the
going
thing
to buy
is
it,
that-
fill up my tank, and then forget all of it. But I like our new set.
Yeah,
Is this what you've been doing without me?
Actually, it's Kanketi Tekura. Do you know Tekura?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, you know they featured in the Black Panther movie.
Yes. Oh,
So,
this is lovely.
Yeah, it's a globally renowned.
I
you
love
know,
this. I love that
I've forgotten
too.
aesthetics.
Can they leave it for us till
I
after
hope so.
after Brunya?
I hope so.
Because Duncan, it's a design piece.
Oh, is it not? But I look nice. Is that the whole point of it? I know. I think we should just delve into newspaper. Don't be bothered about me. Don't
Wait.
come and do your things.
Before we
Allow
delve
me.
into our papers, though, you know we have the Easter Orphan Project
Very
coming up.
importantly, yeah.
And so we're asking our viewers, our listeners on 97.3 City FM to kindly help us to donate. You know, we do an annual Easter Orphan Project. And so we feed, we maintain, and we support some selected orphanages in Ghana. And we do that every Easter Monday, 6th April. And throughout the years, our viewers and our listeners have helped us unconditionally. And so we come again to ask them to help us with this project again, Easter Orphan Project. Do send any donations that you have in cash to the mobile number 055-090-006. Did I mention it right? Please send the money to 0550-900-006. 0550-900-006. Or you can visit www.citynewsroom.com or call 0302-226-013 or 0550-900-006 to find out more information so that you can help us feed, maintain, support an orphan in some selected orphanages around the country. And we do this every Easter Monday, so we're calling on you to kindly help us do that.
Amazing.
We also have the Eat Ghana Rice campaign. And this is in partnership with Agri-Impact, MasterCard Foundation, and the 24-Hour Economy and Accelerated Export Development. Now, we're saying that you should let your meal make a difference. Choose Ghana first. Anytime you buy from a local rice company, you're feeding farmers, you're feeding, like there's a whole value chain that you're feeding. And so we're asking that you eat Ghana rice. It's actually very nice. You know, we had Nana's Rice on board with us at the, on the Heritage Caravan, and we had a whole Anwamo festival. I'll tell you about that later. And it was absolutely delicious. And so we're asking you to eat fresh, eat Ghana. Let's build our future together. Fresh from our farm, straight to your plate. It's not now that's going to pass through water and come to Ghana. This is fresh. So do eat Ghana rice. Also, we have the Heritage on Air series, which has been
Absolutely.
happening from the beginning of March. And on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV, Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. And on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3, Monday to Thursday, also 9 a.m. And that one is brought to you by GCB, GTP, and Bethel Dental. So, yeah.
So there's also the Wonder Space show is back on Channel 1
Oh,
TV
nice.
with Miss Natalie,
Miss
right?
Natalie!
Yeah, so this is like your favorite children's show. You know, it gets them really excited with all of the interesting things she discusses. It's not only for like, so this is like the best kind of infotainment, right? So it's very informative, it's also very entertaining, but for kids. So the kind of feedback I had the last time was airing was that it was so compelling that parents themselves ended up watching it.
Yeah.
You know, when they go and they start talking about how Bonre Kente started, for example, right? And all of those interesting games we used to play growing up. It makes it very, very interesting and also very, very informative. You know, so it's back on Channel 1 TV. It's coming soon again. We'll announce the showing times pretty shortly in the course of the week. So please just keep, you know, your dial right here on Channel 1 TV every single time. In fact, put your TV on and throw the remote out. Yeah, better out that way. Amazing.
Yes, we also have Back to Your Village Food Festival happening on the 28th to the 29th of March 2026, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. By that time, the Muslims would have broken their fast. Catholics and some other churches would still be fasting. But we'll come and
Lent
buy.
is still ongoing.
Yeah, Lent is still ongoing. 40 days, 40 nights. But don't worry, we'll buy and put it there.
Amazing. So I want to say a big shout out to those who supported Eno's enjoyment. But on a more serious note, those who supported, you know, putting the country on the map again, you know, helping explore places, you know, a lot of the time on scene. So we are grateful to Minimi Achomo, Admit Granite Paste, Guel, Nanesh Rice, the Ghana Tourism Authority, Dide Shito, Gino, Omni Basic Bank, Hollad Insurance, and of course, Piva Beverages for believing in the dreams. And not forgetting Caveman Watches. Father side, mother side things. So me kind of money beer. Me kind of money beer.
Why? Who's father side, mother
No,
side?
don't start. I don't want to mention
sorry.
something. So when I want to, let me just land my thing. And of
say
course,
it,
Guel. I was thinking how much fuel it costs to run
Go
this
around
thing.
the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give me an estimation?
I can't. I haven't seen the
crazy.
numbers,
How
but I
often
can
did you,
assume
like,
that
stop
would
to
be
refill?
crazy. So, and one thing about the caravan is you never know when they're fueling the buses.
Someone
So
deep
someone,
down,
no. So one of
How you see?
the caravanites asked me, so did we ever stop to fuel any of the buses? And I'm like, it's done either at dawn or in the night when we are in our hotels. Then the drivers will go and fill up. It's not now that we are leaving at 5:30 a.m. they are coming to fill the bus. No.
Okay, so
They're
they
already
do it-
filled. Yes.
When nobody else, when there's like that
Yeah.
free time.
Yeah. So either at night or like 4 a.m. go and fill and come pick up patrons and all of that. So yeah, very well
Incredible,
coordinated.
incredible,
Charlie, this 10th edition, I'll tell you all about it. Don't worry.
Really, I'm really interested. I'm really, really interested. I heard some men, you know, say to
Yes,
an extent. I
yes,
also listen to Freba.
yes.
And it's for me, it's all interesting. So many different stories, right? You know, so yeah, be looking
I have a
forward
very
to it.
interesting story to tell you about me and Victoria.
Please do.
2 interesting stories. All right, so I have The Spectator, your weekend companion. Stories you'll find on that. Use of rubber cement as food preservatives unsafe. Wow. Use of rubber cement as food preservatives unsafe. That story is on page 3. CSIR, CRI, FDA caution. Technology kicking us out of business. Lotto vendors are crying. Times ladies observe International Women's Day, and there's a picture of the ladies of Times in the front page. On the back page of The Spectator, that is The Spectator Sports, Midiama's unexpected collapse, as well as Midiama Aduana FC, 6 others gear up for FA Cup action. I have the Daily Graphic Weekend Special. Utility tariffs down on April 1. 4.81% for electricity, 3.06% for water. Other stories, government to ban gas cylinder importation. Energy Minister tells Parliament. On the back page, Sports Today, Daily Graphic, Women's Premier League, derbies, survival battles, title pressure, set stage for explosive weekend. And those are some of the stories on the Daily Graphic.
Let me take you to the Daily Guide newspaper, big front page story. U.S. releases official photo of Ghanaian fraud boy, story on page 3. Also here, Shatawale eyes Ablekuma South seat. Massive turnout at the Property and Polo Club event. Palm wine tapper kills girlfriend, 2 others, story on page 6. Government declares March 2023 public holidays. Onto the back page, the greatest right back in English football. Oh, Charlie. Reece James signs a 6-year contract at Chelsea. Captain Reece James, Captain Papa. And of course, Ghanaian international Antoine Semenyo wins player or Premier League player of the month for February. Absolutely well deserved. He's in the form of his life, and we really, really wish him well. I hope that he can go the way and win the Premier League. Some people will be angry, but hey, I want my Ghanaian player to win. So yeah, Semenyo in the news. A lot of us are really, really excited for him. And of course, to some other stories, Duplantis breaks pole vault record for the 15th time.
Word.
Incredible stuff.
Incredible.
And also, 2 MTN FA Cup quarter-final matches go live from the Ohene Ameyao Park. And to the Mirror front page, there's a really beautiful picture of our First Lady, Her Excellency, Madame Lordina Mahama, wearing a really nice.
That's a fugu.
I want to believe so.
It is beautiful.
You know, so yes, proudly Ghana, First Lady's signature style. To some other stories, second edition of the Praise on the 6th floor set for March 22. And yeah, and with that, these are the big stories on the Mirror newspaper.
All right, I'm on GhanaWeekend.com. Stories you'll find there. Rags and riches, the dual impact of used clothing in Ghana. Other stories, 27th TGMA nominees to be unveiled March 14. Rapperholic UK, DJ Mensa calls for support as Sarkodie eyes O2 Arena. Okay, that's another story. And Yvette Nsia from Miss Universe Ghana to Master of Glass Portraits. And Danta Mwati meets King Charles. Kwame Eugene accused of copyright violation again.
Oh, on which song?
I have to.
He has some new song. I don't know the title. The
see.
song is really nice.
Sloopy Mike Jemfi, well known as Mike Kojo Jemfi, has accused singer Kwame Eugene of performing his classic song, Asem Kakra, without permission. Speaking in an interview on OKFM, the veteran musician disclosed that Kwame Eugene performed a version of the song which can be found online. According to him, the singer delivered the rendition well, but never contacted him to seek his permission.
Is it a Sika Krakra or Dog Krakra?
Probably. We also Asem Kakra.
Hey, sorry. For the come and charge me with copyright infringement. All right, Eno, are you done?
So, yes, I'm done.
Eno, let me take you to citynewsroom.com. FDA warns public against Sukudai sold as heart remedy. Also here, UCC suspends affiliation mentorship ties with Royal Nelson College. Parliament passes bill to reduce, to reduce gold mining tax from 3% to 1%. Also here, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Ghana's vice president, is in the news. She says Ghana's education must deliver real development. KNUST permanently banned 5 dismissed students from campus. The Ghana Airport Company Limited fires back at Magnan over claims of unfairness, defied court order. Not a single scandal. Sam Jonah Hill's Prof. Nana Opoku-Agyeman's integrity. Also here, poor security recruitment and address flaws that's coming in from the minority. And petrol, diesel, LPG prices to rise by 17%. And that's coming in from Comac, I beg your pardon. Finally, Cybersecurity Authority logs surge in cyber inquiries amid rising concerns in 2025.
Okay, I'm on channel1newsonline.com. Stories you'll find on our page. PURC justifies tariff cuts, cites over recovery by utilities. 60% of Yonyo residents are without electricity, according to their MP. Upon marking, Ghana Medical Trust Fund must cover hernia treatment. Other stories, tariffs could rise if cedi weakens and inflation surges, according to the PURC. Cocoa crisis, NPP could not have paid 2,000 Ghana cedis to farmers, as according to the Yonyo MP. If you come down to the trending stories, my article, 8 days, 14 regions, and one very tired voice, my Heritage Caravan Round 2. That story you can find on channel1newsonline.com, as well as a host of other Heritage Caravan stories. I think everybody wrote an article. Cement, Jeffrey Fifianan, Nana Tufo, and Nimatu. There's a host of stories that you can find on our lifestyle button.
You can't have this much fun and not document it.
Stop the fun. It was work.
Oh, please.
So you click on the lifestyle button on channel1newsonline.com and you can read all our stories there. Other stories, grieving mother calls for probe into daughter's death at Adoso. I hope I got that pronunciation right. And Middle East tensions, U.S. eases sanctions on Russian oil buyers as push prices above $100. Interesting.
Let me just bring you excerpts of this story by the Daily Guide on page 3. And he goes by the name Derek Van Yeboah, apparently a fraud boy who's been arrested by the FBI in the U.S. So, story by Jibril Abdul Razak. The United States Embassy in Ghana has released an official public photo of Derek Van Yeboah, a Ghanaian national who has pleaded guilty to stealing over $10 million from American citizens through romance scam. Van Yeboah was extradited to the United States in August last year following allegations he was part of a Ghanaian-based criminal organization that collectively defrauded victims of more than $100 million. The embattled Ghanaian, who pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud before the U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian, faces up to 20 years in prison. In his first public photo since pleading guilty to fraud, Van Yeboah is seen wearing an orange-colored T-shirt over blue-black jeans trouser and a black sneaker while being restrained in a waist chain and handcuffs. On each side of him is an official wearing an FBI uniform, both of whom are holding him by the arm as they pose in front of a glass building. The U.S. Embassy in Ghana says the United States is working closely with the government of Ghana and other international partners to investigate and prosecute cyber and transnational criminals perpetrating crimes against Americans. The story goes on to say court filings made public said Van was a member of a criminal organization committed romance scams and business emails compromises against individuals and businesses located across the United States. Many of the conspiracy's victims were vulnerable older men and women who were tricked into believing that they were in an online romantic relationship with persons who were in fact fake identities assumed by members of the conspiracy. Once members of the conspiracy had gained the trust of their victims, they deceived those victims into sending their money to the enterprise or to helping them launder funds from other victims. The conspirators also committed business email compromises to trick and deceive businesses into wiring funds to the enterprise, the charges said. According to the court filings, the group stole and laundered more than $100 million from dozens of victims, and fraud proceeds were laundered to West Africa. The document said Van Yeboah personally perpetrated some of these romance scams by impersonating fake romantic partners in communications with victims. He is being held responsible for more than $10 million he stole from the victims via his romance scams. He pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Meanwhile, Van Yeboah has agreed to make a restitution and pay forfeiture both to the amount of $10.1 million. He is scheduled to be sentenced by Judge Subramanian on June 3rd, 2026. $10 million. Then I'm more sure we are sick. You know, my point is that if you have the skill and the patience to be able to
defraud somebody,
you know, go through these lengths,
yeah,
why not use it to create something? You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, God has given you the intellect to be able to be a sweet talker. Why don't you market something and also make a car? Anyway.
So maybe the time or the marketing a bit change.
Oh, Charlie.
This one at least guarantees him 10 million.
You have a fair idea of how systems work. Create something, build something.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the people who build things, they anyway. We hope the law works. And my issue against fraud boys is that and some of these crooks in the system is that they make nonsense of hard work, right? So after defrauding people and having all that they have, then they make it look like you that you're in an honest and genuine job, you know, it's like
working your 9
you're
to
not working
5.
hard.
You're not
You know,
working
then they'll
hard
be
enough.
fronting the money, doing all sorts of things, and creating the impression as though, you know, rubbishing everybody else.
It started with 1 CD.
You know, one that I saw that broke my heart. You know, one of them
broke your heart.
broke my heart. He posted his lecturer's car.
His lecturer's car.
Yes,
Okay.
when he was in university.
Okay.
And posted a car he had recently bought, which was like a cyber truck. So that guy too, right now he's in the system, they'll be arrested. You know, so the point is trying to ridicule, to say that, oh, after all these years of lecturing, all of, you know. So for me, I like the fact that we are resetting our system, and we need to re-emphasize that honest work pays.
Right.
You know, let's get a lot more people to believe that genuine, honest, you know, work with integrity pays, and let's not be blinded by these temporary, you know, and short-lived gains. I know.
I wanted to bring you a story. There's so many
There's
interesting
another tragic
ones.
story of a pregnant
Woman.
teen who
Was the
had
woman
been
who was shot?
Yeah, a very, very tragic
It
story.
was on CNR last night. Her child was 8 months.
We are being told.
Yes, we are being told. And apparently, I think aside her, there was a young girl of 12 who also, one of the stray bullets entered her eye. I can't for the life of me imagine what they and their families are going through currently. It must be devastating to have to lose your baby in such a manner in 8 months. 8 months.
And do you know, of course, we wish her a speedy recovery, you know, and hope that the perpetrators are made to face the full rigor of the law. And do you know Sukudai or Sukudai?
Sukudai.
Yes. You have no idea.
Is it Sudi? Is that what we call Sudi?
I don't think so. I think the
You think
street
Sudi
name
is
is also
something
actually also
different?
called Sukudai.
Okay.
Or Sudai. No,
tell me.
Sukudai, yes.
Tell me
The
about
FDA is
it.
warning the public against it. Apparently, people believe that it has heart cleansing powers. Let me just read
so?
excerpts of the story. So the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, has warned the public not to consume a substance known as Sukudai. Channel 1, citynewsroom.com is reporting. Now, this is being said or marketed as a heart cleansing remedy after laboratory test detected chloroform, a toxic chemical linked to serious health risks, including cancer. The regulator said the product reportedly being sold mainly in Kumasi is not registered with the authority. The warning follows a viral video circulating on social media in which the substance is seen corroding a styrofoam plate, raising concerns about its chemical composition. According to the FDA, laboratory analysis of samples collected in Kumasi confirmed the presence of chloroform, a chemical once used used as an anesthetic, but no longer approved for medical use due to its toxic effects. Now, the story goes on to say the authority cautioned that ingesting or inhaling chloroform can lead to severe health complications, including drowsiness, breathing difficulties, liver and kidney damage, loss of consciousness, cancer, and even death. The FDA said it is working with the National Security and the Ghana Police Service to halt the sale and distribution of the product. It goes on to say it further warned that individuals found selling or distributing Sukudai or other unregistered medicines will face arrest and prosecutions. Members of the public have been urged to report persons selling the product through the FDA's compliant platform or via its official hotlines.
Interesting.
So wait,
So
Sukudai.
Sukudai.
Yeah, I don't know. Please, if you are watching and you have an idea what this is, it's the first time I'm even seeing this.
Or even hearing of it. Because when you said Sukudai, I was like, is that what we have, changed to Sudi,
No,
Sudi?
no.
But I guess not.
I've been told that it
probably
is
completely
very
different.
common in Kumasi.
My people. Interesting. On the back of that, though, there's also another story in The Spectator where the use of rubber and cement are being used as food preservatives, and the CSIR and the FDA are cautioning us that it's unsafe. And this follows reports of videos circulating on social media about quack process being used by farmers and food vendors to make their products attractive to customers, but with the potential to pose health problems. Now, this is directly in line with a disturbing video circulating on social media showing people using cement powder as a preservative for cowpea, as well as the deliberate melting of plastic in frying oil to fry plantain chips to make it crispy. Can you imagine? This practice, according to the two agencies, constitutes direct chemical contamination of food and renders it unsafe for human consumption.
No be
The story goes on and on and on and on. How?
But to be, is it like
Why?
the cement paper, the brown one?
No, cement itself.
Cement itself.
The
Charlie, what is
cement
happening?
itself.
You have to be anyway. Well, unfortunately, I think our vendors need to be very, very careful. Some of the things that they use in the preparation of their meals, and I've seen that the FDA is stepping up its surveillance, right? So we want to commend them to be more. They should have an eagle eye. I was saying that if it was the cement paper, then that was some. Like if you go to Abuchi, you saw the Abuchi, they have the brown paper you put it.
But that one, is it cement paper or is it brown paper? There's brown paper and then there's this. No, the cement paper is there. But there's brown paper that when we were in school used to use to cover our books. You buy it from
there's not brown paper. So there's not brown. Maybe it's a different kind of brown paper, but it's not the brown paper I used to cover our books in primary. No, that's the Abuchi.
I doubt it will be cement paper.
Have you seen how hard the paper is? When you do it like that, it keeps the...
It keeps what? The juices intact.
Here,
But you're about to do like killing yourself.
No, the rubber, it doesn't do justice.
No, so I also know
sometimes when it's very hot,
newspapers.
when it's very hot and you take it from the fire and you put in the rubber, it can even like melt it. When you put it in that brown paper, you eat that thing, you realize that
You're killing yourself.
Yeah, but I think we should be very careful. Let's not. Our friend Enna, who joins us on Sundays, has been always preaching against this.
Yes.
She's been advocating that. See, when you are going to some of these places, take your own bowls, take your own, and buy some.
And the bowls, shouldn't be the plastic ones. I think she's mentioned glass, ceramic.
Steel. You take a plastic bowl to your kebab seller. That's
you can take a ceramic bowl
to your kebab seller. Have you taken a ceramic
or you
bowl
can
to
take
kebab?
you can take leaves.
Charlie.
She said leaves are also an option.
Maybe yes.
So,
maybe
yes,
yes.
leaves.
Maybe yes. See, this thing, the crack kind of said, but that notwithstanding, we also need to be personally responsible for our health.
That's true.
Be minded about it. If you can avoid it, avoid it.
That's true.
But make a conscious effort to avoid it.
That's true.
So that you don't find yourself. Sorry, right now, the thing, if you fall sick, you even get a bed. So yeah, you have to be very careful. Do you know what I'm saying? If by God forbid something happens right now, you do a whole tour, you do your own heritage caravan in Accra. You go. Hey, oh my Ghana, you go San Kolebu, no, range, no, police, chaka, I'm on Probi Hospital. If I'm not even like replace your baby for you, Charlie. Asamu, like I'm wondering, so where? Maybe you just.
Maybe Andre.
Yeah. Well, if you go to Kolebu right now, they'll tell you no beds.
We no bed.
If you go to some other polyclinic, in fact, my place, Kaneshi Polyclinic. Charlie, I've been there when it was raining. The whole place was leaking.
Oh, that bad.
I'm telling you, so much that at the pregnancy ward, they had to now start relocating them.
The mothers.
I'm telling you.
But then again, where is the space to relocate them?
So they were taking them to other wards, like children wards and other places. And imagine the psychological trauma. You're preparing to give birth. Then your whole ward is, the OPD. Chaka.
You're already in pain. Imagine going through that. No.
So the point is that let's take care of our health, because we can't trust the system to be there for us. No, on a very more serious note. I mean, I covered Charles Amis's funeral,
Yeah, you did.
And it has really stuck with me.
Yeah, you
know,
did.
to the point where I keep telling people that, see, the country, there's so much we have to do that we are not doing. And a lot of the time, when we read the news and we hear some of these stories, like Charles Amis's, right, we see it as another statistic. Oh, one more person hit. You know, okay, then at the end of the day, road safety will bring us the figures. 2,345 killed in crashes between this period. So we've normalized this so much that it's become just a number. But behind the numbers, right, and if you go to some of these people and their families, you realize that they were like a brother, they were a loved one, they were an uncle to someone. They are real human beings. Even though in the media we tend to make it like numbers. So the point is that let's be minded while we also call on those in charge to fix the system. You know, like fix, Mita Kando. I know, you know better than me. Charlie, minority time, you was going to Kolebu, hey, why is the elevator not working? You know, you fired the people there.
I mean, in all honesty, he's still doing that, but now he's the one in charge, and so he can't say why is it not working without saying I am supposed to fix it. Do you get it? In all honesty, Jude.
Minta Akando, opposition.
No, day.
You Kolebu. You know the people in Kolebu, doctors in Kolebu.
I remember that day.
Called them out.
I remember that.
Took them to the floor. Fired them. You like that?
Well, he did the same thing in Tamale. You get it. So he's still doing it, but now he's the one in charge of making sure that those things work or they are fixed. I mean, he's in charge of a whole ministry of health.
Charlie. Deputy Minister. Deputy Minister.
What, bro?
Deputy Minister. US acclaimed surgeon. Then some health matters happen on the floor. We are all trying to find solutions to the matter. Then partisan politics. No.
It could be.
You know, I have said on this platform many times that I really like Mita Kando.
Yeah.
I think he's done very well or grown into the role. I heard him speak at the African Sovereignty program we did. You know, just I think it was a day before the helicopter crash. And I was so impressed with his understanding of the sector, despite him not being
a doctor,
a
in
health
that
professional.
film, yeah.
You know, so I had so much and so much expectation for him. Can I say same now? A lot has changed, but I get that the problems confronting the sector go beyond him. But I want to see that same energy. You know, I really want to see that same energy.
Energy day.
Oh.
Energy day. Energy.
You won't make her enter some place, but I'll let it.
We'll be right back before Jude comes to tell us more. But we'll be back. Don't go away. We have more for you.
Ago. Energy and reconnect with your roots this March at the Back to Your Village Food Festival 2026. Join us for a celebration of Ghanaian culture and cuisine from all across the country. Northern, Akan, and Southern villages will all be represented. It's more than just food. It's about culture, family, and memories that last a lifetime. Let's come together this March to discover the flavors that make us who we are. The date is 28th and 29th of March 2026. Venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. The time is 10 a.m. through till 6 p.m. each day. Interested vendors can register by calling 0205-973-973. The Back to Your Village Food Festival is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.5. As part of Heritage Month 2026, we bring you the On-Air series, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity. In week 1, the sound of our identity.
A great one from the legend himself, Charles Kojofosu.
In week 2, Our Past, Our Power.
So the African Personalities idea, first and foremost, started somewhere in the 1890s by a movement called Gonfanti Movement.
In week 3, Faces of the Nation. In week 4, What We Eat, Who We Are.
A typical Fanti palm nut soup is a United Nations
soup.
Yes, a United Nation soup. So you have fish in there. I will not make palm nut soup unless I have periwinkle.
The Heritage On Air Series 2026, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity will air every Monday to Thursday on 97.3 CDFM at 9 a.m. and on Channel 1 TV at 10 a.m. The Heritage On Air Series 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 CDFM and is brought to you by GCB Bank, GTP, Bethel Dental, and South African Airways.
Watching DSTV means getting the TV you love, but staying connected means getting something extra. Stunning. Extra matches, extra dramas, the best local and the world's biggest. Extra laughter, music, movies, and extra vim.
I love it.
Just stay connected or reconnect and get upgraded to the next higher package at no extra cost. Charlie, we got you. Keep watching. Get more with DSTV.
Ago.
You're welcome back to Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Inu Safo, and Jude Duncan. We're going straight into one of our favorite segments of the show, What's Happening? Today we have only 2 programs for you. We have only 2 programs for you, and they're all our own. We're going to start with Heritage Caravan because we're in the Heritage Month, and then we're going to stay in the Heritage Month and talk about food because you have to be part of that experience. Should I start with the Heritage Caravan?
Absolutely.
So let me share my experience. First time as bus captain of bus 3. Simply amazing. I had some amazing people helping me out. Me and my co-bus captain, Ivy. But there was Michael, who was like, this was like his 3rd or 4th time on the caravan. And there was, the lady you asked me about in the video, you'll see her shortly. Marlon, she was also Nana T or Mrs. T. Yeah, she was also very helpful on the bus. We had an amazing time. The Dambai ferry, I was a bit skeptical because I have reported not more than once that the ferry has broken down. So it was a bit concerning that we're going to use that route. But thankfully we crossed it. We crossed it and we were safe. And it was interesting how they arranged. I honestly didn't think all our cars would fit, but they actually did. So all our cars fit onto...
The buses?
Yeah. All 4 buses fit onto that in Indira Jakpa, the ferry. Very interesting. We fit onto that and plus all the V8s and the pickups.
So you were in the buses on the ferry?
No. We got out. We got out and they drove and fit everything in. And they have their own, their own mechanics to which one should go where, which one should go where, so that it'll be balanced. Yeah. So it was quite interesting being on that. A few people were not feeling too good
about the ferry.
As in, like, I think they have
PTSD.
No, not PTSD, motion sickness. of being on water.
Yeah.
So this is us reversing and everything. It was simply amazing. And Viva was launched by Piva. So Viva is a strawberry flavored drink, and they say they have other flavors coming up. But so they launched that on the ferry. It was simply amazing. But before this stop, so the very first day, which was a Sunday, we stopped at the Echo Park, Safari Valley. It was amazing. I had been there previously, but even when I had been there till this March, there was so many additions to the place. It was simply amazing.
Did you use the ferry back?
No.
So you crossed it just once?
We crossed it just once because we came through Tamale, through Kumasi.
Okay.
Yes. And it was amazing. At Mole National Park, I met an elephant called Showboy. And we were this, like literally
was called
this
Showboy.
close. Yeah, the elephant was called Showboy.
And it was an elephant.
It was an elephant.
Oh,
and it's called Showboy.
I like that.
Showboy. Fifi has a whole article on other interesting names that they've given the elephants at the Mole National Park. He's called Showboy because he's friendly, one of the most friendliest. And he was very close to where the reception was. So, I mean, you know, it was interesting. It was a sight to behold. I mean, I've seen them up close, but never that close because we were in a vehicle and we got to see Showboy. So, absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I think when we went to Mole, it was holiday. And we had bus numbers at the back. I think Hollad should repeat that shit. Oh, by the way, shea butter. Hollad gave us shea butter in cans, so I'll bring you one, don't worry. Did I get two? I don't know, but I'll bring you one.
Did you always have to wear like the shirts?
Well, we staff know, but just to show appreciation, most of the Caravanites did anyway. Someone told me that next time we should include that sponsors will give you shirts, so just bring shorts or trousers or something, just, you know, so that you'll be, you know, you don't have to necessarily wear what you bring, because he said since he started the journey, he hasn't even worn one of his shirts because it's either he's wearing Hollad or he's wearing
Something
Omni Bisik or he's wearing Didi Sheto, like he's wearing one of the sponsors' shirts. So, you know. One interesting thing about the Mystic Stone that they told us, like when you move the tail, come back. When you move the tail, come back. It's interesting. One thing, and I said I'd tell you a story. Me and my roommates in Kumasi, we're in a hurry to shower and get down because we got to get there before the Caravanites start coming down. And we had no water. Our water pressure was down. Now we're running around in the hotel looking for water. One of the most funniest stories ever. But it wasn't the first time that happened. It also happened in Tamale at another hotel. So most often we used to sleep in like 2 or 3 different hotels. But lucky for us in Kumasi, we were all able to fit into one hotel.
Which hotel was that?
Noda.
Then that's big.
Yeah, all of us, everybody, we were able to fit into Noda Hotel. So yeah, that was very interesting as well. I think this is Kumasi, the Komfanoche sword site. I always thought that I'd be the one to remove that sword until I heard the story that it's the soul of Asante, and so if you remove it, then Asante will be distorted. So nah.
Yesterday, I was engaging a 60-year-old who had told me that they hadn't been to the Upper East before, they hadn't been to the Upper West before, they hadn't been to the Savannah region before, they hadn't been to parts of the Oti region. And I was like, 60 years on earth in Ghana, you know, you've not been to the Upper West region, you've not been to the Upper East region. 60 years. I was like, that was really wild for me. You know, and
so do they plan on coming on the caravan?
Yeah. I mentioned the caravan to him anyway. He said, yeah. So, you know, it just, and apparently he's not alone. There are so many people like that.
So many people.
You know, so Accra Kumasi stops, maybe Takrady, then Cape Coast, then that's it. But there are so many people who haven't, like, visited different parts of this country. And this person I'm telling you, you should see his flight history.
Oh, sir. So within the, Ghana, he has not toured his own country. Sometimes, I honestly don't blame people. Why do I say this? Because flights are expensive.
Oh,
within our sub-region. Hotels, I'm not even our sub-region, within Ghana, Flights are expensive. Hotels are very expensive. Food is expensive.
So if you say traveling across the sub-region or the continent level, I agree.
No, I'm saying Ghana.
How, compared to JFK
Ghana.
or YVR or
Dude, Ghana,
Heathrow,
nobody you.
people.
That's why I always say, you bring your money to Heritage Caravan, we'll do it for you.
Exactly the point. So I think that there's no excuse really if you deeply care about this country and you love this country.
Okay, man.
There's no excuse to not experience Ghana in its
Ghana.
different offerings. You know, so I don't know. It's a rally call. I expect that next year by now the Heritage Caravan should be sold out by now because like people should.
Oh, trust me, people have already been calling me. Anytime I post a picture or I share one of the stories that have been written, everybody would be like, this next year, next year, next year. My whole family actually wants to join next year. I don't know how they're going to do it, but
It's a very laudable idea, and I'm
Yeah.
really, really grateful to leadership here
Yeah.
for, you know, I listened to sermons on how this started, and two conclusions, right? It could only be God, one, and of course, there's a place for diligent and also creative thinking, you know, when it comes to pushing initiatives like this. And we want to commend them for the leadership they've shown throughout and also keeping at it. It's one thing starting something, and it's another thing watching it grow. If you go to the conference room here at Channel One TV, there used to be this book, like a photo book
yeah,
of the Heritage Caravan when it
throughout
started.
the years.
You know, and I look at the very early pictures as against now, and I'm like, this is growth, right? This is consistency.
Yeah.
So we need to just celebrate you guys, right? You come and tell us you didn't have fun, but I'll not
I'm
take
not
it.
saying we didn't have fun. No. I'm saying it was work, and we'll show you. We'll show you highlights. There were points where people were on the dance floor, and I was busy editing my daily rap.
With a Viva in hand,
With
some
Viva.
chicken on your left,
Wait.
with some.
How am I having those two when I'm editing on,
You know,
on,
you don't
on
have
a
to have
laptop?
it in your hand. The point is that it's
It is
in
there.
front of you.
So
the
that
point.
is fun.
Yes.
I'd rather be on the dance floor, but I'm editing my daily rap.
When you are in a newsroom and they assign you to Kolebu, when you are going to Kolebu, do you go with Viva?
Yes,
Viva?
I always have water in my bag.
What are you talking about? I'm not talking about water. I'm saying, do you go with Viva? It's Viva, right?
Viva, yes,
Do you
just
go with
Viva.
Viva to your assignment?
If it's available,
Do
why
you have
not?
Do you have roasted chicken and things in front of you?
No.
Don't get me started.
Let's check out the highlights of the trip.
Ghana, we now have freedom, everybody.
Toys of the breed, and the sweat of the labor. Toys of the breed, which have brought result. Toys of the breed, and the sweat of the labor. Toys of the breed, which have brought result. Ghana, land of freedom, freedom. Ghana, we now have freedom.
Everybody,
Toys of the breed, and the sweat of the labor. Toys of the breed, which have brought results. Toys of the breed, and the sweat of the labor. Toys of the breed, which have brought results.
toils of the brave and the sweat of their labor. Toils of the brave which have brought results. Toils of the brave and the sweat of their labor. Toils of the brave which have brought results.
Ghana, land of freedom, freedom. Ghana, we now have freedom.
Everybody,
Toys of the breed, and the sweat of the labor. Toys of the breed, which have brought results. Toys of the breed, and the sweat of the labor. Toys of the breed, which have brought results.
and Chile. Abba, Sinkiriba, Sinkiriba. Aha, the drums are talking. Balogo drums. Ume, Deuta, Sapepepe, Onyode, 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 Onyode. Osi Susubribi Papabi, Fabua Ghana. Let's do this together. Alright. A one, a two, a three, break it down. Susubribi Pabi, Fabua Ghana. Na Ghana Bayo, Enye yo, if you know what I want, Pampe,
Susubribi Pabi,
ah,
Fabua Ghana. Na Ghana be you, adeshe mama mama mohomene so yemfa bia ko ye ne yodo yemfa nso ye mai if it's all mai ye yakasa jabadia ye nana numdi abebere say ejede to homa ye enti esameno say ensom Ghana ye enya sabe da chinchirima wobeba bibu ye ne from kwamba yanka so bebe bebe Fagwa Ghana, na Ghana be you, enye yo efemi ni wo. Ngoni bebe, susu bebe bebe. Fagwa Ghana, na Ghana be you, enye yo efemi ni wo. Me mangana, adeshe mama mama mohomene so. Yemfa biya ko ye ni yodo, yemfa nso mo ye mai. If so mai, ye yanka say japadia ha. Nana numdi abebere se ejide to homa ye enti esameno say ensom Ghana ye enye sape da chinchirimba obeba bebu ye ne for kwamba ye so bebe bebe Fagwa Ghana na Ghana be yo enye yo efemi ni wo ngoni bebe so bebe bebe Fagwa Ghana na Ghana be yo enye yo efebe yemfa nso mo ye mai if it's all mai ye yakasa ye jabadia ye nana numdi abebere se ejide to homa ye enti esameno say ensom Ghana ye enye sape da chinchirima wobeba bebu ye ne for kwamba ye nkwe so bebe bebe Fagwa Ghana na Ghana be yo enye yo efebe Ngoni bebe, so bebe bebe. Fagwa Ghana, na Ghana be yo, enye yo efemi no wala ho. Kunso nempapemo, won't find your mind. Enkontompo nenkonkonsa, won't find your mind. Anyhow ne krono, enonso, won't find your mind. Peseminko menyanso, enonso, won't find your mind. Enti esameno say ensom Ghana woni bebe so bebe bebe Ghana aweni yesa wo ye Ghana ya shema ye ose ye wo koko wo meimo ose ye wo tima wo meimo ose ye wo oil wo meimo ose Yawo bauxite for me mo, Ose. Yawo diamonds for me mo, Ose. Yawo lithium for me mo, Ose. Gano, Ose. Ose, Gano, Ose. Gano, Ose. Sawasa, Chinchamuwe, Idanawe, Ghana, say, Ghana, say, Sawasa, you do your dance, Chinchamuwe, Idanawe. What's so bad? What's so bad, Ghana, Ubega? What's so bad, Ghana, Ubega? What's so bad, Ghana? What's so bad, Ghana, Ubega? What's so bad, Ghana, Ubega? I'm afraid Ghana never. Ghana Machi wadi ma brefi koto. Afena ma wuse odo bugu ahodo. Udo je tomato sa ko kabi ato. Jimmy this say bene wane ako. Kami baka nyasa. Beyo mo buja me hono. Machinchi ma bre. Menyo bia sawo. Manante ma bre. Buja me hono. Machinchi ma bre. Menyo bia sawo. Manante ma bre. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana. 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 You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made. If you're ready to buy, what's your man swing cry? Open up time. What I was saying time. I thought the sound of the white kind. What's your ragu? What's your you want out what's your cup the cool? What's your yan the cool? What's your dining? Way now no be that. What's your cup the cool? What's your yan the cool? What's your dining cool? Way now no be that. What's your cup the cool? What's your yan the cool? What's your dining cool? Way now no be that. What's your she's not easy, won't give it to anybody. She's specially waiting for a honey. She knows your money. Our hearts are in harmony. See, I am busy waiting for somebody. You're better me now. I try me. I don't care. I'm ready now. I am patiently waiting for a honey. That's me. Oh, I don't need your money. Our hearts are in harmony.
Oh.
Right, and those were some highlights from the beautiful, beautiful Heritage Caravan 10th anniversary trip, which, you know, we just completed. The thing is, if I show you everything today, what will I show you in my caravan diaries? We just snippets.
I like
so I
that.
can't show you everything today. I'll definitely show you in the Heritage Caravan diaries, which would be shown pretty shortly. Once again, thank you to all our amazing sponsors. Without you, we couldn't have done it.
Absolutely.
We certainly, because the bill would have been through the roof. And so without you, our amazing sponsors, Ghana Tourism Authority, Admi Grounded Paste, Nana's Rice, Hollard Insurance, Goyle, Omni Basic, Caveman Watches, Didi Sheto, Piva, Minimia Chomo, and Gino. Thank you so much. And I know that we'll do this again next year, over and over and over again.
Absolutely, I know.
All right. Staying with the Heritage Month,
Yeah.
we have Back to Your
Back to Your
Village Food Festival.
Festival.
Eduane. And it's happening on the 28th
Yeah.
and 29th. And this time, we're doing it at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park. Hey, that was totally last year. Hey, wow.
There
I
was
didn't
everything,
see it.
actually. There was everything. There was everything. Yeah,
Sorry.
so this is happening at the Back to Your.
Ifwa Sutherland. The Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park. And it's happening there because we've outgrown our space. Because last year, the traffic. And you remember, I think day 2, it rained, thankfully. In Sanka, it would have been crazy. It would have been absolutely crazy. Everybody was waiting for the jams because we had promised an extension of the party, the after party. And so we were lucky that it rained. And just had the anchor.
There's an unspoken rule where a lot of the time we see that the caravanites do like a reunion of a sort at the
Yes.
Back to Your Village Festival. Are we going to see that this year?
I hope so, because we always do, what is it? Is it a cooking competition between the buses? And so all you who are listening to me, bus 3, bus 3, we have to come there and show them that we can cook. Because last year, I think bus 1 won. Bus 1, 2, 3, bus 1 won. See, this year, no. Bus 3.
You need to show up.
Show up at the Back to Your Village Food Festival because there's definitely going to be an interbus competition and we have to win. We have to win. Yeah, I think that's it. That's what they're showing right now. The taster generals are tasting. And yeah, you can win something from Gino. And it's probably sponsored by Gino. So that's the Back to Your Village Food Festival. Do come. Come and enjoy food from different parts of Ghana. So there's going to be a northern village, there's going to be a southern village, and what other village is there?
There's northern, there's southern.
There's another village.
There's a middle.
Producer, help now.
There's a middle.
There's a middle belt.
The fufu base. Let me say the fufu belt. the crime belt. You know.
And then the grills, and the drinks, and the entertainment. And you never know what is in store, what kind of surprise we have in store for you. So do pass by. This year we're doing it at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. We've outgrown our place, our former place, the AMA, happening at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park, 28 to 29. People are saying that, since the 30th is a holiday, we should extend. We beg you. We beg you. Do call the number 0205-973-973 if you are interested. I hear the slots are getting finished. So if you're an interested vendor of indigenous food, do call that number 0205-973-973. Please ensure you have FDA permits. Yes, otherwise we'll send you back.
As my Gen Zs would say.
All right, so that's about it for what's happening in town. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Ago.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy manful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is several buying, and maniswing, and a sans of Mama Hoto so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Here, Patamoba Minole. I'm your battery Milolo. I should not cook any bashe. What's saying just one more papa.
Osmolelo.
Me a twin jolly again town.
Twin jolly. Yenekeshiane.
Shiane, Mopunium.
Ago.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Jude Duncan, and Osafo here. Just gone by an exciting recap of the biggest road trip of a lifetime, the Heritage Caravan, as well as, prospecting to the future, where we tell you what to expect as far as the Back to Your Village Food Festival is also concerned. Joining us in studio now, Salom the Dream Maker. You know, she owns and runs Acento Projects and does so much within the space. She's also, how do I even say it? I'll keep that one for some other time. No, I'll keep it. I don't have your permission to say it on air. So,
okay.
Anyway, so on the show today, we have a conversation on elevating your space, the beauty and benefits of wood flooring. I've seen already that you brought interesting pieces here to make the point. But how have you been?
Cool. I've been doing well. Work.
You're looking well.
Thank you.
We thank God for that. Elevating your wood flooring. I think now it's become a trend, right? A lot more people are running away from the tiles, you know. Why are people opting a lot more for this?
People are tired. People say they are tired of tiles. You know why are you laughing?
I was wondering if tiles were more expensive than wood, which I doubt.
No. Yeah.
Which is more expensive, tiles? The wood?
Yeah.
In any shape or make.
Yeah.
Hardwood is expensive.
Any make.
Any make
Yeah.
is more expensive than tiles.
Wood is expensive.
So why are we going for wood? And now people have more money.
You see, wood seems to. First of all, maybe I would want to say trend is one.
Right.
You know, people like to follow trends.
Yeah.
Yes. Even with tiles, at a point in time, it became the trendiest flooring option almost everybody would want to opt for. People, I mean, in Ghana here, people in general like trends. That's one thing. So for us, I see it in someone's home and it works. Oh, let me do some. Yeah, that's one thing. And you see, wood is also another classic design element. You get it in every aspect, even apart from flooring. People like wood because, one, there are some people with sustainability issues. There are people who just like to be a bit organic and natural. They just want like the natural, that kind of natural feel at home. Yes, because to them, tiles is too the tiles look too contemporary and too trendy and too whatever artificial for them. Yes, so some people would naturally opt for wood because of those kind of, features. But again, you see, wood on a normal day is one thing that doesn't go out of trend.
And style.
And style. You get it?
And those kind of people. Every day she can use wood to do her whole house, so they're flooring now.
Really?
Because you know my account.
I know your taste. I know your taste. I know she use tiles. She will use concrete.
She said last time I told her that I loved concrete.
Yeah.
Outside?
2 weeks ago.
Inside.
No, inside.
Yeah.
Because there was one that was projected. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Polished concrete. Yeah.
Okay, polished concrete.
Yeah. It's actually beautiful.
Can you use this for outdoor settings, right? So maybe the corridor of your house, compound and stuff like that.
For compound, dependent, maybe. Compound, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't advise. But maybe the balcony, the porch, those areas. Because wood, on the other side, yes, it's quite durable and all, but rain and sunshine together would actually deplete it. Or let me say, not destroy it per se, but yes, you would have to be ready to be maintaining it every now and then. If you take a look at most of the houses around that have wood as their gates, wood pallets on the front of the building, usually it fades with the sunlight and rain together. It will fade quickly.
Is there a way to prevent that?
You can't prevent the sunshine. You can't prevent. You just have to be ready to repolish them.
Okay.
Yes, you can sand them. That is one thing about wood. It is not completely destroyed. If it is hardwood, pure wood, you know, remember last time when we were talking, we discussed engineered wood and other forms of, but if it is hardwood, usually you can come back to it. You can actually find a way to refresh it. Yeah, that is what the maintenance aspect of wood comes in.
It looks like a lot of work.
If you want it good, you should be ready to spend. You should be ready for all the ins and outs. Yes, that is one thing with wood. I mean, despite the fact that wood is very durable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's durable. You see, wood is one of the flooring elements that you can. Hardwood, when you use one, they're expensive. Hence, when you use them, forget about all the high traffic zones at home, pets, kids here and there. You see, yes, you'll get some scratches here and there, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't have to get to the point where you have to replace them.
Okay.
Most of the time, the best you can do, the least you can do is just sand them and then polish them again, and they are back to
normal.
Yeah.
Is it advisable to use it in bathrooms or kitchen where water is like
kitchen is quite common. In kitchens, yeah, it's done, but bathroom not really. Yeah, because of constant water. Again, constant water. Even wood is not as hard as how do you call it, tiles.
Would it stain?
It will stain. Oh. Yes, it will stain, and then even because of for humidity and all this, it's going to actually sometimes even get porous. Would you get it? So for bathrooms, it's not really advisable. But kitchen, yeah, for kitchens it's done. It's quite common, yeah.
Okay. I see you're holding that, and then but this one, are they different types of wood?
No, they are all the same. This is just samples. That's why it comes in this form. Now you see, in wood, another thing is most people like wood for the aesthetics. Yes, people like how it looks. You get it? How it makes the space feel, right? Because exactly. Because if you can see, there are different colors and tones, and they all have different grains in them. If you compare, let's compare these two.
So the grains would be the lines?
Yes, yes, that is what we call them, grains.
Okay.
Yes, this looks different. This also comes with a different grain. You get it? And the colors look different. You get it?
How do they achieve those colors? Is it from the wood?
These are natural. These actually are based on the type of wood, the type of tree.
Okay.
Exactly. So every tree comes with its own unique pattern.
Even the green one?
Yeah.
Really?
Every tree comes with its own unique pattern. These are all different. So from oak wood to mahogany to maple, they all look different. These are actually how they're unique. They will make your room. So you just have to select. Some are a little bit extra detailed. Others are also quite simple. Do you get it? Some are also very simple and all. So you have to decide. Maybe this is okay with you for the entire house. Like I said, if you're choosing this option, make sure you picture how the entire room is going to look with. Don't just take a look at this and then make a decision.
Can you use different patterns and colors throughout the house, or do you have to stick to just one?
No, you can mix them. That's another beauty of it. You can mix them. If you take a look at some of the pictures on the screen, yeah, you see, you can actually mix some of them. Some of them look quite closely. This and this, for instance, they're not the same, but they look quite close. You can mix them. If you think you want to go a little bit contrasting, although so these two actually look too.
Yeah,
that is
far apart.
Are you okay with that? Do you like to have a mixture of these all over?
It's too far apart.
So if you see this, you see this they are the very light brown and then the chocolate color mixed. Do you get it? So you can actually mix them to achieve
this pattern that we see. I feel like, is that how wood is normally placed?
That's not how it's normally placed. It's just an arrangement, like this one. Or
yes.
So this,
because normally when you see wood, it's either
and the shape is in a particular form.
Yes, it's in a particular. Like
it's never in a box like the way the tiles
for the shape, it's usually how it's cut. Mostly that's the most common way they cut it. But then for the pattern, the arrangement, there are different options, but this is one of the most common. There is herringbone, there is subway. It's just how you choose. Whatever you choose works for you. This is one of the most common. Like you say, it's almost all over. It's not as if this is the only way it can be done. No, I think in the next picture, the other picture, it was actually arranged. Look at this too.
Yeah, but it's still the same rectangular
rectangular shape. Yeah.
For the shape, fine. I get you. Yes, that's true. You see, this is also arranged different. Yes.
So the shape the same, but it's the arrangement that will differ.
Mostly, some are smaller, some are just longer. Most of the time they are all rectangular, but some are just a little shorter, others are quite longer. Yeah. Anyway, but wood is actually one of, like I said, it never goes out of style. No matter how many years, it still comes back. You know, again, it's talk of aesthetics. It is one of the flooring options that seem to also merge well with almost all the design styles, right? Talk of, you want your home to look very contemporary, wood can easily get you there. You want that traditional and rustic feel, wood is good with that. You want to have a very farmhouse style, wood is there. You get a Scandinavian, wood is there. So wood actually is quite versatile. I mean, yeah, it's quite versatile. You just have to choose the color, the pattern you want it to, and you're good to go. Yeah.
I see people using wood now for, I don't know what that thing is called, or it's escaped my mind. So you see where they'll put the TV or just like an accent wall or something like that. That must be expensive.
Those ones, not all of them are hardwood. Okay. A lot of them are just fluted panels with different materials to look like
wood. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But then you can also use wood actually. You can also use wood, except that the cost will be a little higher than all the other forms of panels and engineered wood and whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's like, again, trends. That is what seems to be trending now. That seems to be what's trending now. People like that idea. Do it and let me see first.
Talk to me about termites and how do we prevent that from happening? Or is it because of the way the wood is done now, you wouldn't have an issue with termites?
They're treated, yeah.
Because there's been an issue where I think my uncle's house, he used wood for the floor, and he came back to find termites had destroyed it.
So it's very likely it wasn't treated, or they didn't wait. If it is hardwood, they didn't wait for it to dry. That is one thing with wood. Yes, wood, I mean, it's quite delicate. It requires a lot of processes.
I don't know why you want to go through all of that when there are tiles.
I know, right?
Or concrete.
You see, the reason why, again, these are Chinese people decided, you know what, let's take away all these stress and let's make wood tiles.
Right.
So just buy the tiles and install.
And
you don't have to think about termites and sanding them and whatever. So, in as much as that, people still prefer wood.
Okay.
Yes, people still prefer, unless those of us who don't like so much work. Yes, we don't like too much work. We just opt for that option. Yeah, so mostly you just need to make sure it is well treated before. I mean, it's actually part of the process. And another thing is to ensure that it is well dried.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to really dry.
Okay.
Yeah, so mostly they have to dry it for days and weeks and sometimes months.
Wow.
Before they start actually processing, I mean, cutting them and preparing them for the floor. That's one thing. Yeah. If you do that, all these termite issues, you wouldn't have a problem.
You wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah.
I guess that's why we need to contact you, because they're quite yakoto here,
That's the thing. No, you see, wood that is not properly dried, usually you can easily tell from the surface.
Oh, really?
Or in some instances, after installing them, it starts to change color. Yeah, it will change color immediately. After a few days, you start seeing stains, just like you have dampness on the walls. Yes, wood also has that issue. That means it really didn't dry well.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So then in such a situation, what do you have to take everything out?
Mostly.
Hey!
It's like, so if
that's
expensive. People like to deal with carpenters, and the carpenters too. Some of them are not truthful. That's another thing.
Yeah. Some of them Ghanaian artisans will show you shaggy.
Exactly. Some are not truthful. So true. All they're looking for is their money. So they'll tell you, oh, it's dry. Oh, we've treated it. And because you are not a professional, you are not an expert in that field, you believe him.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You believe him. That's the thing. So,
how expensive is it to turn? So this just after you move into a space, you want to now convert it from tiles to wood, right? Talk to us around the process. Is it a very expensive endeavor?
The entire house.
Well, let me say open spaces. Yeah.
Okay. Tile flooring, and honestly, from last week, from our last discussion, I mentioned it's one of the most expensive elements when you are finishing a home, because again, one, it covers a larger portion of the entire house, one of the largest portions of the entire flooring. So it's one thing you have to be very careful when you are deciding on. I've had instances where you had to remove the entire house of all the floors because they don't like the tiles. They didn't choose it. It was poorly done, whatever. So definitely it is going to cost. If you are removing all the tiles from the flooring, one, you have to spend money to remove them. And then two, you have to spend money to buy wood. If you are making it from scratch yourself, it means you have to go through the procedures, buy the wood, dry them, treat them, cut them, design and polish that's a lot of money. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. And then come and top it with installation. Mind you, this case, hardly a day, ready-made. That's one thing about wood. In most cases, you have to make it yourself, customize it yourself from scratch. Barely, just like, unlike tiles where you can mostly walk into a shop and just pick it and buy it. Usually, you have to make it yourself. So that's one, time consuming. And then two, a lot of cost, both for production, installation. Yeah. But again, that is what brings about the value of wood. Wood usually adds some amount of value from the real estate perspective. Anybody who comes to your house and they see wood, pure wood installed and throughout the house, that's like, wow, this house is going to be expensive. That's a lot of costs. This is a very luxurious finishing. You get it. Hence, selling it means a house that has wood flooring almost throughout the entire house, and then one that has tiles. In most cases, the wood is usually likely going to upsell the tiles. Yeah.
So I believe when we come to Ascento, you have a plan for us.
I do.
Amazing. Where can we find Ascento projects?
Come to Adjringano, East Legon, Adjringano, or just enter Ascento project into your map, or follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Just search Salom Dreammaker or Ascento projects. We'll quickly, respond.
What do you do at Ascento for those who don't know?
Okay, so Ascento project. My responsibility is to actually help make your home, give you that luster, that luxurious feel, that I'm home. So talk about good and great, high grade finishing, decoration, anything we can do to get you that wow feeling at home. So right from finishing, because most of the job starts from the finishing.
Yeah.
Selecting all the nicest finishing, whatever works best for you. We don't really do well with so much trends, but what works for you, what are your preferences, what are your needs? So the right selection, the right finishing, the right installation, right from installation, production, execution, supervising them, until just pick your bags and move in.
I like the sound of that.
Just pick your bags and move in. Leave the rest to us, because it's quite stressful. I won't lie to you. I can imagine you supervising artisans going up and down.
Anyway, all right. Salom the Dreammaker. She brings dreams to life, right?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Duncan.
Always a pleasure having you join us, share insights into how to improve our spaces, make them more comfortable, and make them more enjoyable. We'll take a quick break when we're back. There's more on Breakfast Daily Weekend. Don't go away.
Ago.
So Akans have their own calendar. The calendar is 42 days a month, not 31 days. And the year is made up of 9 months. And always the 42nd day fall on Sunday, which Asantes celebrate as a festival called Akwasidai. And Akwasidai means the state of asleep. That's the Adai. We used to honor the ancestors who has passed on. So these are some of the culture of the Akan people. But in the olden days, the Akan people were not having a centralized king. They were not having one leader. And this brought conflict among themselves. They were fighting each other for power. And those who were weak were conquered by those who were strong. So by the year 1620, a kingdom called Dincha was at its peak level. They are able to capture about 50% of the Twi-speaking people. So when the year ends, the Dincha kingdom received items from those that they conquered. And the items were gold, red clay, firewood, and others. During the reign of one of the kings of Dincha called Intim Jakari, he adopted a tyrannical system of ruling. And this system led to the formation of the Asante kingdom. And where we are now used to be their place of meeting. Among them was Okomfanochi, who was a traditional priest. He was a friend to one of the chiefs of present-day Kumasi called Osei Tutu. He called on other chiefs to hold a meeting here and discuss how the Dintra people used to maltreat them and the solution that they should do. Komfanochi advised the chief to surrender their black stools. In Akan society, the sovereignty of a state lies in his black stool. And when you say black stool, it has two different meanings. One is to honor a king who has passed on, and the second one is the sovereignty of a state. So Komfanochi advised all the chiefs to surrender their black stools. On one festive Friday, all the chiefs brought their black stools, and the stools were buried here. After the stools were buried, they were told to cut their hair and their fingernails. They burned it to ashes and mixed with palm wine for them to drink as a covenant. The leftover was smelled on the stools that were buried. Then a sword was placed on the ground in the middle of the stools to seal the unity of the group. And he said that the day that the sword will come out, the unity collapsed. He prophesied that this place that he has planted the sword will be a place of healing, a place of birth. That is why they built a hospital around and named after Okomfanochi in 1954. The contract was awarded to a British construction company called G. Walker and Slater. So at times, our mothers prefer calling this place G. During the construction, the contractors made an attempt to remove the sword, which they was unable to pull the sword out. The news spread across, and people came in, attempted to pull the sword out. And notable among them is the late Muhammad Ali. In 1964, he visited Ghana, and he was here to see the sword. And during Muhammad Ali's visit, there was no structure on this place. This wall wasn't built around the sword. He made an attempt to pull the sword because he said to the people, I am the strongest man on earth. So if I'm given the opportunity, I can remove the sword. Muhammad Ali also attempted this sword. He wasn't able to bring the sword out.
Ago.
Welcome back. It's now time for the big sports stories going behind the headlines. Helping us do that is my very good friend, my brother actually, Yao AJ Minta. Oh, Elmint.
Oh, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, Charlie.
Mr. Duncan, Mr. Duncan.
Elmint.
Yeah.
You know, I really must say that the Panorama team is the best in the country.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's not even close.
We appreciate it.
Yesterday, I saw that you did something small for our brother.
Oh, yeah. I mean, our brother, he's taking that next step, so we had to usher him into that institution. Yeah, that big institution. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, what are the big stories? What are the big
stories?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than Ghana's very own Antoine Semenyo winning the English Premier League Player of the Month award in February. He moved from AFC Bournemouth to Manchester City in January 2026, and over that period, he's been in fine form. He started the season very strongly or very well with AFC Bournemouth, and before his move to Man City, there were a lot of doubts whether he would fit into Pep Guardiola's team and how he would perform, and many were even questioning why Man City, that Liverpool and others were quite interested in him. And so those other teams offered him a direct pathway to the starting 11 or starting unit, consistent playing time, and why would he move to Man City? And so many thought that wasn't a great move. But I remember so well, I did a piece on it. Boxing Day 2025. I wrote an article and I said, it is a very good move that he's making. And yes, he's proved me right in the sense that, yes, now he has 15 goals in the league. He's third when it comes to the goal scoring chart in the English Premier League, behind Erling Haaland and Igor Thiago of Brentford. Haaland has 23, Antoine Semenyo has 15. And so for me, 15 league goals, that's great. I think if he can get to 18 at the end of the season, that would be brilliant. For a wing forward, that's quite impressive. And so, he winning the award is a big deal. Yeah, he really deserved it. It is a big deal. And he becomes the third Ghanaian player to win that particular award.
The Arsenal fool.
Yeah, that award after Tony Yeboah and Andre Didayew, they were the ones who won it prior to Antoine Semenyo winning it. And so, like I said, it doesn't get any bigger than Antoine Semenyo winning the Player of the Month award in the EPL. And he has been good. He has been good since he got to Manchester City. And it is a big deal. But later this month, he's not very likely. He's definitely going to be part of the Black Star squad that is going to be playing against Austria on March 27 and Germany on March 30 in those international friendly games. So, that's the little bit on Antoine Semenyo and the Black Stars. Now, moving on to the EPL, and there are some quite interesting games coming up today and later tomorrow, but I'll leave the Sunday ones for Bernard Abiku-Ochiri, who can handle it tomorrow. Later tonight, Newcastle will be taking on Chelsea. Everton will be playing against Arsenal. Arteta talked about his experiences playing under David Moyes. And David Moyes is back at Everton coaching. And now Arteta is the head coach for Arsenal. So that's a quite interesting dynamic there. A former, more or less, a teacher and a student going at each other. And Manchester City will be taking on West Ham. The pictures you can see behind me are pictures of EPL teams, or some of these teams that are competing today, who participated in the Champions League this past week. And the funny or interesting thing is that even in the European competitions, the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League, just one EPL team won one game. The rest, they drew or they lost. And it was just a bad week for them, for the teams that competed in the Champions League, the EPL teams that competed in not actually Champions League, the European competitions, because it just didn't work for them. And yes, even Chelsea, Juice Chelsea, they lost by 5-2 to PSG. They did well. They hung in there till the 74th minute, and within 16 minutes, they conceded 3 more goals, and they ended up losing by 5-2 to Paris Saint-Germain. And yes, you had the likes of Tottenham losing to Atletico Madrid, and so at Man City too, they lost to Real Madrid by 3-0, and that's how come you have Pep Guardiola looking like that. He was really shocked by the performance of his team. Defensively, they didn't do a great job. They did all the nice work offensively, but they didn't take their chances. And defensively, they fell asleep on a couple of occasions, and so yeah, they got punished by Real Madrid. Despite Real Madrid missing quite some players, the likes of Mbappe didn't play because of injury. Rodrigo Goes, he's been ruled out for the season, and he won't even play in the World Cup because he tore his ACL, and so he has been ruled out of the World Cup for Brazil. He was one of the guys who were definitely penciled in to play for Brazil at the World Cup, but now because of the ACL, he's been ruled out, and so yeah, that's the bit on the EPL. And yeah, another interesting bit was Antoine Semenyo also making his debut in the Champions League. He had never played in the Champions League in his career because, like I said, he came from the mud. When it comes to football, he came from the mud. The guy was playing non-league football for Bath, City, all those teams, and he got rejected by a ton of teams. And he made his way through the football hierarchy or pyramid in England. Ended up playing for Bristol City in the Championship, made his move to AFC Bournemouth in the Premier League, and yes, he made that move also to Manchester City, and now, yeah, look at him, he's playing in the Champions League, and so all within a matter of 4 years, and it just shows you how fast his accent has been in his career. And before I go, I can't walk away from this segment without talking a little bit about the World Cup, because President Trump, U.S. President, it looks like he's flip-flopping when it comes to Iran's participation when it comes to the World Cup, because earlier in the week,
he can't guarantee their safety.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. Because earlier in the week, Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, visited the White House, had a meeting with him, and came out and said, "Oh yeah, President Trump says he's very open to the idea of welcoming Iran to the World Cup, and because Iran's games are going to be played in the United States, they'll be playing against the likes of Algeria in the United States, with 2 of their games taking place in California, the SoFi Stadium, and another game taking place in Seattle. And so they will be based in the United States of America. Then after that encouraging bit of news updates, the next thing you know, Donald Trump comes out and says, yeah, it wouldn't be appropriate. Yes, that's the right word. It wouldn't be appropriate for Iran to compete in the World Cup. And yeah, more or less, it just douses the fire when it comes to Iran's potential participation in the World Cup. And so, yeah, now you have a situation where even the Iranian sports minister has also said that he does not see a situation where they play in the World Cup. And so, yeah, it looks very, very likely that Iran won't play at the World Cup. And what that means is that, yeah, a replacement would have to come in, and that replacement is definitely going to come from the Asian Football Confederation, because that's where Iran came from, and they qualified to compete in the FIFA World Cup. And so, yeah, that's the wrap on sports. So you make a date with us on City 97.3 FM and on Channel 1 TV for our Republic of Football between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. and we'll give you all the gist and updates when it comes to everything connected to football, be it in the EPL, the Champions League, be it in the Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, and the Ghana Premier League too. Yeah, the Ghana Premier League too.
Thank you so much. Let me do a quick shout out to Gifty, Prudential Bank. She watches us, and she says she loves the vibe between the two of us. So shout out to you, Auntie Gifty. Jude and I will come to Prudential.
Very important.
Come and say hi to them there.
All right, on another note, we wrap up today's show. We are grateful for your time, for being with us right from 7 a.m. up until now. The big issue with Umaru Sandamanu comes up next, but we are back again tomorrow at exactly 7 a.m. for Sunday breakfast. Don't miss that one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.